Yeah, I was ready, they didn't have my back. They was petty, I stayed in my bed. On that petty, I brought it right back.
Hello, beautiful people. I hope you all are blessed, well, and healthy as we speak on this beautiful Friday. And whenever you watch this video, and that you all are just having an amazing week, that your month is going well, and that you are having a blessed year, man. We have an amazing request, and I'm actually happy. The person that sent this has, has a hell of a resume on them, and hey, my brother Bobby sent this over, y'all, and a lot of y'all on the channel know Bobby. I love my brother, and thank you for what all you do, Bobby, and I really appreciate this request. My first time checking it out, but I have read a little article on it, and I tell you, man, they say didn't care about the medal or being a hero, just cared for his brothers, So this is gonna be something to see, and my first time, y'all. So again, shout out to my brother Bobby for requesting this, and I do want to say one thing before we press play. Is a huge salute and love to anybody that have served in the armed forces, man. Y'all know how I feel about my people in the armed forces. Y'all know how I feel, man. Y'all know I take care of disabled vets and look out for disabled vets, in my transportation business and all kind of stuff, man. So I have a huge heart for my veterans and people that have served, man. I love y'all, man. And we want to send condolences and love out to anyone that has passed away, and if we got any family members watching today's video, hey, we send a condolences and love to you right now. But yeah, man, we got the first medal of honor ever recorded. Let's get into this bad boy. And my first video, first time checking it out, but like I said, I have read the article, and I actually read it not long ago. And you know what's crazy? I've seen this request before in the comments, but man, we get so caught up in the request on this channel and my kind donators sending in crazy amounts of love and requests. So hey, man, we are here, and again, shout out to my brother Bobby. I love you, and let's take this one in, y'all. And if y'all have anything, the comments, please comment down below. Share your opinion. I love reading comments. I love talking to y'all. So please feel free. Put your opinion down below. Put your freedom of speech down below, baby. But let's get into it. I'm going to act civilized. I'm not going to crack any jokes. I'm going to act like a normal human being doing this video, y'all. Okay? So I'm not going to make any crazy jokes or crack any jokes like I usually do on my other videos. I'm going to try to be civilized. Because this is important, man. This is history right here, baby. So let's get into it.
Chapman, a U.S. Air Force combat controller, and the SEALs are attempting to rescue their lost teammate. You'll watch Chapman's heroic actions as he saves the lives of his entire SEAL team and then another 18 members of a quick reaction force, earning America's highest award, the Medal of Honor.
The Medal of Honor, man.
Chapman and the SEALs exfil their MH-47 helicopter. John is the second individual to exit and immediately moves in the direction of the summit.
Wow.
He can be seen moving off to the right of the screen, alone. The team is taking heavy fire from every direction, as indicated by the arrows, as Chapman begins engaging targets.
To put your life on the line for somebody else is just such a beautiful thing to me, man. And I feel like, and I mentioned this to y'all guys, yeah, and most of y'all know I was headed to the military. If football didn't work out for me my senior year, or really because I was in ROTC my freshman year. And I said, this is really what I want to do. But then I got really heavy in football after quitting the swim team. I was a professional swimmer. And I chose football, and that kind of worked out for me my second year in college. So, like I say, making that choice and that decision is something beautiful. I'll tell you that. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't mean to interrupt and pause and talk about me, all right? My bad. Now, relax. I know some of y'all gonna be like, Rick, shut the hell up. I know.
You can see spent cartridges ejecting from his M4. Chapman then begins closing with the enemy, forcing his way upslope in knee and thigh-deep snow. He is constantly under fire as he does this. Chapman's team leader, begins to close on Chapman, following his trail through the snow from his M4. Chapman then begins closing with the enemy, forcing his way upslope in knee and thigh-deep snow. He is constantly under fire as he does this. Chapman's team leader begins to close on Chapman, following his trail through the snow. The dark mass above Chapman is a fortified bunker containing 2 enemy fighters, each armed with AK-47s, who are firing down on the team in the darkness.
Wow.
This bunker will come to be known as Bunker Number 1. To the left of the tree and Bunker 1 is another gray mass. This is a rock outcropping that came to be called the Boulder. Between Bunker 1 and this boulder can be seen the body of slain SEAL Neil Roberts, the man Chapman and the others are attempting to recover. Chapman, still alone and closest to the enemy, pauses to engage targets as his team leader follows him, but never actually catches up with him. Chapman, on his own, now makes the decision to charge directly into the enemy bunker, despite withering point-blank fire. Chapman, now literally on top of the enemy, engages the 2 combatants and kills them, saving the lives of the remaining SEALs. Wow. He does this from a distance of no more than 10 feet.
Wow.
These actions, by themselves, earned him his first Medal of Honor. He then climbs into and takes control of the bunker. Having cleared the immediate threat, Chapman is then joined by his team leader in Bunker 1. You can then see Chapman and his team leader engaging the next bunker, known as Bunker 2, which is situated to the left edge of the screen. This bunker, manned by a handful of Chechen and Uzbek fighters, also contains a heavy PKM machine gun, hand grenades, and rocket-propelled grenades.
Woo!
John Chapman is shot twice at this time in the torso and collapses, incapacitated. You are now looking at a new angle, and at the left of the screen can be seen the 2-man fire team and team leader on top of the boulder. Just below it is Bunker 1 with the mortally wounded Chapman.
Wow.
One SEAL can be seen firing his modified M60 machine gun from the hip into Bunker 2 on the right side of the screen until he is struck by grenade shrapnel and tumbles 10 feet off the top of the boulder, collapsing at the feet of his team leader, thus setting off a chain of events that would lead to the SEALs abandoning Chapman on the summit. The wounded SEAL and the team leader can be seen conferring about his injuries. Moments later, the SEALs decide to retreat from the summit because their position is untenable in the face of continued massive enemy firepower. They can be seen moving toward the right side of the screen and passing the body of Neil Roberts. Unfortunately, the SEALs do not pass John Chapman, who is above them and inside Bunker 1. This angle shows 3 SEALs in a triangle. The larger black heat signature is a smoke grenade. Just to its left is a donkey and dead Al-Qaeda fighter killed by Chapman. The steepness of the mountain can be seen as the SEALs begin to slide down the near sheer face. The team leader, desperate for relief and now with 2 wounded teammates, asks for uncontrolled airstrikes from an orbiting Air Force AC-130 gunship. The impacts you see are from 105mm howitzer rounds being fired onto the ridgetop in order to save the remaining SEALs. Because neither the SEALs nor gunship know Chapman is alive, he is experiencing these detonations from his position. At approximately 5:20 in the morning, Chapman recovers and begins to engage the enemy. Bunker 1 is on the right side center of the screen and Bunker 2 to the left near the screen center. It will never be known what caused his incapacitation and recovery. Of the 2 rounds that originally wounded him, at least 1 was mortal, and at this time he is experiencing severe blood loss and shock.
Yeah.
Despite that, he begins his one-man stand against 24 enemy combatants. During this time, Chapman initiates a series of radio calls, many of which are heard by a fellow combat controller and teammate of his and Delta Force operators on a nearby summit. Despite this combat controller's replies, Chapman never acknowledges whether because of damage to his equipment or himself will never be known. This new angle and footage shows Chapman at the top, identified by the green dot under the tree at Bunker 1. The lower center of the screen shows the first enemy fighter who is about to charge Chapman in the hopes of killing the American. The timestamp at the bottom shows it is now 6:05 in the morning and fully light. He's been fighting alone now for 40 plus minutes and has received more gunshot and shrapnel wounds as a result of the fierce combat. This scene shows the second of several enemy charges. In this stunning display of determination and courage, Chapman can be seen fighting hand to hand with the fighter. In the larger screen display can be seen additional enemy moving on to the summit. But right now, John Chapman is fighting for his life.
Fighting for his life,
6 minutes later, in this new shot, Chapman can hear another helicopter approaching the summit. He is in the bottom center of the screen underneath the tree and can be seen in the magnified inset box as he begins his desperate final stand to save the lives of the 18 men on the helicopter. The red dots are enemy fighters. John begins engaging the enemy in multiple directions and is rapidly approaching the last of his ammunition. The helicopter contains a quick reaction force comprised of Rangers, pararescuemen, and another combat controller. It is now 6:13 and the helicopter is short final. The enemy is desperately trying to displace Chapman so they can put heavy weapons or rocket-propelled grenades in Bunker 1 while simultaneously engaging the helicopter. With the choice to save his life or the lives of his unknown comrades, Chapman makes the decision to climb out of the bunker and begin firing in multiple directions as can be seen in the inset. Suffering from as many as a dozen wounds, Chapman is in fact already in the process of dying. As he fights, the helicopter is struck by a rocket-propelled grenade and makes a remarkable controlled crash just below Chapman and the summit. Chapman, now off-screen, continues to cover his comrades as they pour out of the stricken helicopter. Some of them are fatally shot as they exit. These images, with Chapman fighting the enemy at close quarter, are the last to show him alive and in this heroic act, thus qualifying for his second Medal of Honor.
Woo!
Ultimately, Chapman would expend all but the last few rounds of his ammunition, until, finally, after 16 bullet and shrapnel wounds, Chapman succumbs when he is shot through the heart. We will never know his final thoughts or words, but what we do know is his decisions and actions single-handedly saved the lives of 23 comrades. For more information about John Chapman's amazing story and the details about this mission, visit danschillingbooks.com or your favorite book retailer to obtain a copy of the Chronicle of his life, Alone at Dawn.
So that was my first time seeing that view, that view of it. You know what I'm saying? But I've read an article on it. Oh my God, man! I'm telling you, bro. Sometimes it just takes a decision from that one person, man. That one person can change the whole thing, man. That whole thing, man. And like they say, like they was in the article I read, they were saying, man, he didn't care about no medal or nothing, man. He was, thinking of his brothers, man. That brotherhood, man. And that really, like, it took a shot through the heart to take him down. Yeah, I love that comment, man. That's a definition of a warrior, man. It took a shot through the heart to take him down. And man, had multiple wounds and all, man. Wow, man. Since y'all read the book, a series of bad decisions made by my people called leaders and the team loyalty led to this. Unfortunately, John didn't even have armor. Literally packed with hardly any gear because it was a quick mission. Rest in peace, John. You were one of a warrior. Man, barely had armor or anything, man. Wow. This man deserves. This man deserved to leave that hill and go home to his family, as many as did many others who gave their lives for our country. Thank you for your service and your sacrifice, John Chapman. We enjoy the freedoms we have today because of warriors like you. I love that comment. I love that. I love that, man. He died for his brothers who left him behind to die alone. Yes, this man is a true hero. Rest in peace. This gave me chills. You think people like him only exist in movies? Amazing courage, man. Telling y'all, man, to put your life online for somebody else it's just, it's real life, man. You know what I'm saying? That one decision, man. Chapman, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, John Chapman, man. You're a hero, bro. That's amazing, man. It kind of just get, I don't know if I'm just feeling it, y'all, but that gives me chills too, man. Just seeing this for the first time in this view, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man, because I just read an article on it a couple months back, you know, so it's like, wow. Well, I don't want to take up more of y'all time and just sitting here and contemplating and thinking and you know what I'm saying? But salute to anybody that's ever served in the armed forces. To all the ones we have lost, my condolences and love go out to the families. And hey, man, again, shout out to my brother Bobby for requesting this amazing video today for me to check out for the first time. And I love y'all, man. I love every last one of y'all. I'm wishing you all blessings, love, health, success, growth, opportunities for you, your kids, your loved ones, your neighbors, the strangers around the world, baby. Hey, rest in peace, John Chapman, true hero. And I will catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace and love, y'all.